Is this the end for Trek Emonda? Is Trek really going to get rid of their Emonda road bike range? So, hello everyone and welcome to another episode of Cycling Insider. You see, recently I got a question from one of the viewers which basically went on the lines of, should I just go ahead and buy Trek Emonda or should I go ahead and buy the Trek Madone road bike? And I think it's a very interesting question because recently there are some news that Trek is going to be cutting down on their, range of the offerings of the road bikes. So I think it's a very appropriate moment to discuss, is there even a future for the Trek Emonda road bike? Specifically, as you see now, the retail price of Trek Emonda, for example, this Emonda SL6, is on the sale for $4,300, although the full price would be $5,000, while for the comparable Trek Madone SL6, the retail price would be $5,500. In this instance, the person who was asking me for these two bikes, they can get both the Trek Emonda and the Trek Madone for a very, very similar price. I think they told me the price difference is something on the order of about $300, so nothing, huge when you are considering that you might be spending around, $5,000 for some of these bikes. So there is this always question, Trek Emonda. Specifically looking at this Trek Emonda SL6, as you see, you can have two paint scheme options. One is this crimson red with a hint of black, and then this beautiful kind of plasma pearl gray and purple, which is just a stunning paint scheme. Of course, now since it's a big sale on this Trek Emonda SL6, there are only few kind of sizes available in the different paint scheme. So let's start with a Trek Emonda road bike. Originally, this bike was designed to be the lightweight climbing bike with a bit of, aerodynamically optimized frame and the fork components. So as it is now for this Trek Emonda SL6, you will get the Trek's 500 series OCLV carbon fiber frame and also the Trek's carbon fiber fork. This is a 12mm through axles front and the back. You will also get a threaded bottom bracket on this bike, and all the cables are internally routed. There is of course a lifetime warranty on this Trek 500 series OCLV carbon fiber frame, and everything is perfectly fine and good here. But one of the big problems with Trek Emonda generally was always that this bike wasn't very light, especially in these builds of like Trek Emonda SL range. Of course, above this you also have the Trek Emonda SLR range, but then the prices are really, really expensive. Also with this Trek Emonda SL6, you will get the full Shimano 105 Di2 electronic group set, so shifters, front mech and the rear mech, everything is the electronic 12-speed Shimano 105 group set, which is perfectly fine and excellent. Also, they didn't cut corners here. Shimano 105 cassette, 1134, beautiful range, Shimano SLX 12-speed chain, and also Shimano 105 crankset. When it comes to the hydraulic disc brakes, again, Shimano 105 hydraulic disc brakes front and the back, and in this instance 160mm braking rotors both front and the back. And I'm a huge fan of this because of good heat dissipation and a good stopping power. Some of the smaller components on this bike, you will get the aluminum handlebar and the stem on this bike, separate pieces, nothing proprietary, easy to service, easy to replace, easy to adjust your position on the bike, and also they're including this carbon fiber seat post here, or to be precise, this is a carbon fiber seat mast cap. Perfectly fine, nothing special, a bit different solution, and also the very simple kind of Bontrager saddle on this bike. I forgot to mention here that, of course, this bike comes with the Bontrager Aeolus 35 carbon fiber wheel set, which is a tubeless ready wheel set, 35mm rim height, wrapped in the Bontrager tires, which are 28mm tires, excellent huge air volume, and I'm really glad that they have included the carbon fiber wheel set on this Trek Emonda SL6 road bike for this, of course, price range. So you see, as it is with this discounted price of $4,300, of course it's a very attractive price of the bike, especially, you know, when you are comparing it with the Trek Madone SL6 road bike, which has a currently retail price of $5,500 US. But again, keep in mind that you can definitely negotiate this price with your Trek bike dealers. Briefly, for this Madone SL6 road bike, again, we have a carbon fiber OCLV 500 carbon fiber frame and also a carbon fiber fork, 12mm through axles front and the back, threaded bottom bracket, and also this Madone, of course, was originally designed to be a full-on aero road bike. So if you want to go as fast as possible in a straight line, then definitely this Madone is going to be much faster than the Trek Emonda. And also, as you will see, the total bike weights of these bikes are very similar. So the thing with the Trek Madone, for the everyday situation, everyday riding, the Madone is going to be a much faster bike than the Emonda. Emonda, I mean, you would really have to live in an area which has a very steep mountains and you are climbing them often to see maybe any difference between these two bikes. So with this Madone SL6, again, as I said, one of the secret sauces and unique, almost like a marketing solutions, was this ISOFlow design on the frame, this huge cutout at the back for apparently a better airflow. But if nothing else, is just a nice talking point when you are out on your bike ride. Everybody's going to be interested because it's a totally different design. Also on this bike you get a carbon fiber seat post. Also here you have a carbon fiber handlebar plus the aluminum stem. Separate pieces, nothing too proprietary here, easy to service, easy to replace in the future. Fully internally routed cables, and again we have the Shimano 105 Di2 electronic group set, which is a 12-speed group set, so shifters, front mech, rear mech. Also no cutting corners because it's the Shimano's 105 crankset, Shimano 105 cassette, also 1134 cassette, huge gear ratio, Shimano SLX chain, and Shimano 105 hydraulic disc brakes front and the back, and again luckily 160mm braking rotors front and the back, which is excellent for stopping power and heat dissipation. And this Madone SL6 comes with the carbon fiber wheel set from Bontrager, in-house brand of Trek. So this is the Bontrager Aeolus 50 carbon fiber wheel set, so 50mm deep, tubeless ready, wrapped in the Bontrager tires, which are in this instance 25mm tires, but you can easily upgrade to the 28 or even 30mm tires, which I would definitely advise you, just because of, you know, much more air volume and much smoother bike ride. So as I was saying, that the point of this video was to really discuss, is there even a future for the Trek Emonda SL6? Because for the same sizing of the bike, for example, size like 56, Trek Emonda comes about, as I've seen a bunch of data online, something about maybe 8.3 kilograms excluding pedals. On the same instance, the Trek Madone SL6, a full aerodynamically optimized bike, is probably about, 100 to 200 grams heavier, so maybe, we can call it about 8.5 kilograms, size 56, excluding pedals. So basically there is not much in it when it came to Trek Emonda as the lightweight bike. So this was always the problem with Trek Emonda, that it wasn't so light as Trek would have liked it. And if we go, I think about in the future, these aerodynamically optimized road bikes are totally dominating. And people just like them because, of course, they go fast in a straight line. For everyday riding, they are very fast, and also they look good. So really the future of this Trek Emonda SL6 is very uncertain, generally for the Trek Emonda range, and it seems to me that Trek is going to get rid of the Emonda range totally, maybe in the next 2 years, and then you will be left with the Trek Madone range, and probably the Trek Madone, will lose some weight, so maybe it's going to be, around 8 kilograms for the Madone SL range, and the SLR range, it's already, light enough, so pros are using it. So definitely it seems to me that the days are numbered for the Trek Emonda SL and Trek Emonda SLR range. I just don't see it. Why would Trek keep these bikes in their lineup? Because, if they are planning to cut their, inventory numbers in the next 2 years, probably one of the big candidates to cut out is this Trek Emonda SL. Also, it's probably interesting to see, I would think that when it comes to some ratio of selling the Trek Madone range of bikes versus Trek Emonda, I'm guessing they are selling much more Trek Madone bikes than the Trek Emonda bikes. So in a summary, definitely it seems to me that Trek Emonda is on its last days when it comes to Trek road bikes, and probably in the future we will only be left with the Trek Madone and the Trek Domani road bikes, where Madone will be a fully optimized aero road bike for, everyday riding, and it's going to become much more lighter, while, Domani, you will always have it as an endurance road bike. Cheers!